Britney Spears?
Of course, she's got her new book out. I feel like I've read it already.
Yes.
So many revelations. The main one, of course, being Timberlake got her pregnant when they were teenagers and he didn't want to have the kid. She did.
Yeah.
She had an abortion.
She was only 19.
Regrets it to this day.
Yeah.
But the new revelation that's come out today, which is interesting, she came over here to do an appearance on the Jonathan Ross chat show, TV chat show,
Right.
and she says that they silenced her about her conservatorship. This was where, you know, the record company and her dad kept all her finances. She wanted to talk about it, and she says Jonathan Ross wouldn't let her.
Right.
I suspect what happened is they would have liked to have talked to her about it, but it was a matter for the lawyers, and the TV lawyers said, no, thank you.
Yeah, well, exactly right, because I'm sure the father's lawyers would have probably been on to say, if you let her talk about things which I can't have the right reply for,
exactly,
then you will be in big
it's
trouble.
the way it goes in TV, folks.
Yeah. She's also said about Justin Timberlake that he dumped her by text in a 2-word message. I mean...
what was the second word? Off?
I mean, that's pretty cruel, that. I mean, we may have all got stories of a similar nature.
I hope it was that.
But I don't
That's
think...
a brilliant way to dump it.
Well, it could have been get lost.
Yeah,
I mean,
well, you got a less dirty mind than me.
Well, not really, no. I think you're probably
that's
right.
True, that's
I think you're probably right. And she also admits to cheating on him with choreographer Wade Robson.
Yeah.
I mean, she's a complicated character on Britney Spears. Whether you love her or hate her, or whether you don't even care, I think she's quite an interesting individual.
She really
quite a
is.
fascinating character.
And I fear for her now. Did you see that video the other
With
week?
the knives.
Dancing with the knives. And then when everyone else said, look out, you know, you're going to kill yourself. I'll get a life, she said to everyone. It's only concern for you, Britney. She does have this tendency to behave in a rather bizarre fashion.
Yeah, she does. But, I mean, you know, she's still going. She's also saying that she gave up her freedom so that she could see her sons during the conservatorship. So, and she says it made her feel like a child robot while she was having to do all the things that they made her
that
do.
Conservatorship.
It seemed very unclear.
Even when, in her own home, she wanted to redecorate the kitchen, they told her she couldn't. So it literally controlled every aspect of her life.
Yeah.
She was not allowed to get her hands on any of that money. And this all arose from that weird phase she had. I think it was in the noughties. Remember when she shaved her hair, or was it back in the, you know, it was a long time ago.
She did, yeah,
and
2007.
So it was decided that she was mentally fragile, and therefore someone else had to look after her affairs, her financial affairs, and that became a kind of economic straitjacket for her.
And we've got, I think, the knives dancing clip here, so you can say, and I know some people have said, look, the fact that she's doing something like that would suggest that maybe she is a little bit vulnerable. Maybe she is a little
weird,
bit... it is strange. You know, and she does a lot of these kind of solo dances in front of a TV screen and then posts them. And you're kind of thinking, if you were one of her kids, you'd be going, Mum, you know, would you mind not actually doing that? You know, we've got to go to school and everything.
It just isn't very maternal.
No,
is it?
It's really not. The other thing she said was that she was having a go at Christina Aguilera, who did a Rolling Stone magazine cover, apparently, in 2003 with Justin Timberlake, suggesting that may have been a bad idea.
That the sort of battle of the pop babes?
Exactly right, yeah. Battle of the pop babes. Speaking of which, talking about old pop babes, Keith Richards, you know, Rolling Stones have got a new album out.
What, is he a babe?
No, well, I mean, no, but he's referring to pop babe.
I know. He's talking about people.
He's
like
talking
Britney.
about modern. I mean, I wouldn't call Britney Spears modern at this point or other.
But I think it falls into the
But
category.
their album is surprisingly good, I think.